Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent teaching instructor today. I'm going to be speaking to you today about the thing that you must ruthlessly stay away from in an IRS audit. I have a whole team of former IRS agents on staff and attorneys. I've been on the national news a lot. They ask my opinion on things. Believe it or not, you can see all my interviews and my team of attorneys and many former IRS agents at 777irs.com. The thing you want to avoid the most during an IRS audit is having them expand your audit. A lot of times, if they see a lot of issues there, they will expand it to 3 years. And they can go ahead and ask for corporate returns, extended returns that were going to other people. IRS can do whatever they want once they get into your audit. It opens up an entire can of worms. I don't want this to sound like, oh, you need a professional. If you've got good records and your records are pretty solid and you have nothing to fear, and should you go in by yourself, of course, as long as your records are good, go in by yourself. However, and this is my acid test, and I've been telling people this for 40 years, if you have a pit in your stomach about your records and you do not feel that there's a couple things wrong, my records are not as good as they need to be, that's really when you get IRS representation. There is no, many people who have good records just don't mind going into IRS and saying here. But generally, when IRS pulls a tax return for audit, they already understand something is wrong, something's off the national standard, and they just don't randomly pick your case. IRS's diff scores go in, and when IRS's diff score goes in, they know that something is well off these national standards. If that's the case with you, that's the time you need representation. How a representative goes in, so just so you know, you make the taxpayer, if that's you make them look good. You can't make yourself look good. So someone like a former agent knows what's going to expand that audit, and sometimes you just come in and there's just things you can say and things that you can do that can keep the audit to that 1 year. Now, there's no cure-all for that, like it happens all the time, but if there's a magic wand or things that you have to say, we kind of know the things to say to limit it. If you just think your records on a 1 to 10 are around a 7, there's nothing wrong with going in yourself. But if you think your records are a mess and you don't have a lot of receipts and you've really taken liberty with a lot of these things, you're crazy to go in by yourself. You know why? You can never make yourself look good. Only somebody else can. And that's the time you need to go ahead and hire someone. So anyway, I've given you everything I have. Give me a subscription. I got a bunch of YouTubes. I have always ideas for you. So anyway, remember, your stomach and your gut determines whether you should do this yourself or not. Give me a subscription. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so very much.